Okay, this is Ringwalk Media, an association with Red Lion Specialist Cars, Highland Whiskey Clan, one-to-one boxing gyms, and the Glove Box Management. Rhys Owens, nice to meet you, sir. And I hear there's some good news. You've signed a co-management deal with Conlon Boxing and also with Sheer Sports.
Yes. Firstly, nice to meet you.
Yes, and
And
yourself.
you'd be correct. You'd be correct in saying that. And I'm just delighted and over the moon to get it all finally across the line. And I just can't wait to get started.
Well, listen, you've picked two good ones there because obviously the Conlons are, incredibly experienced in not only with of course boxing with Mick, but also with Jamie shows. He's incredibly experienced putting them on all over Ireland and indeed in England. So that's alongside the man that is Jason Quigley. You've got a real wealth of experience helping you, haven't you?
Yeah, look, it's a great cocktail. We've got obviously, as you said, Jamie, who's worked with top fighters. Obviously, his brother Mick. He's you could say the main man in Ireland for managing and promoting at the minute.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's just got great contacts all over the UK, Ireland, and world boxing. You know, the connections are there with Matchroom, Queensberry, and all the big promoters. And obviously, then you've got Jason, who's fresh in the game, full of enthusiasm. Just love his energy. Like me and Jason just clicked from the first time we met, and we just bounce off each other. So yeah, it's a great cocktail, as I say, and um, we're the best team in boxing at the minute.
No, he's not that hard to bounce off Mr. Quigley these days. He's enjoying his retirement, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He is. He's found his new calling in life. Uh, or the golf. He loves the golf, so he does. But yeah,
Does.
managing. You can see he's a breath of fresh air in the management game, and he's given 110% in the fighters, and that's what you need.
Well, I know that Jason's very close with, of course, former Golden Boy matchmaker Roberto Diaz as well, and I know he's almost like a little bit of a mentor for Jason. So you've got a wealth of experience there helping you in what is a very up and down boxing professional game at the moment, but there's also a lot of rewards to be had if you do it the right way, isn't there?
Yeah, of course. Look, nothing's for certain in this sport, and you can have all the best I don't know team or whatever in the world around you.
Yeah.
But you need a bit of luck also in this game, and you need to be training hard and dedicating yourself to the sport, living the life and whatever. And yeah, as I say, it's a hit and miss. Like nothing's for certain. You just
Yeah.
have to take it as it comes, and yeah, just you need a bit of luck too along the way.
Well, listen, you've also got a good coach behind you with Sean Curley, and I know you're going to carry on being coached by him. For those people who don't know you, tell us a little bit about sort of how you've got to the pro ranks, because I know you've had a very good amateur career, haven't you?
Yeah, so basically, at a breakout year, you could say two years ago, I won the national under 22s,
Yeah,
and yeah, I beat four Irish representatives to get to win the title.
yeah,
So that kind of got my name out there. And since then, I won the Ulster Elites twice, and I went on last year and I won the National Elites. From there, quick Jason took notice to me, and we had a couple of conversations and a couple of meetings and whatever, and they were looking to sign me, and we held out at the time to go to the Stranja Cup, the
yeah.
Stranja Memorial Tournament in Bulgaria, and went out there, gained a lot of experience out there. Sparred with the Bulgarian 7 or 8 time European champion Rosnev. You ever heard of him? Good rounds with him. Sparred the Brazilians. Um, that was the training camp before Stranja, and then the tournament itself. I boxed the European champion, under 23 champion from Georgia,
Yeah.
beat him. I then boxed the world silver medalist from Kazakhstan. Um, lost to him on a close decision. It was nip for tuck. It was a good fight, and took a lot away from it. And just yeah, whenever I came home, I was full of confidence from the experience I gained. Had another conversation with Jason, and meanwhile he had been speaking with Jimmy,
Yeah.
who was also interested in signing me, and the two of them agreed then to co-manage me, and here we are now, ready to get stuck into the pro ranks.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a great experience to go out there and box the likes of those guys. And, we often see it in boxing where, you all kind of come through and all make it into the pro ranks and end up fighting each other for European titles and world titles later on in the careers. So it's nice to know that you're sort of up there on that level as well, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's it. It was just all these knew I was on that level, but as I say, when you've never boxed at that level
Yeah.
before, you don't really know. But yeah, getting out of the ring with them guys, I didn't feel out of place at all. Um, Clearly, I beat one of them, and it was a close fight, another one. So yeah, just it was reassuring for me, knowing that I
Yeah.
belong at the top level in boxing.
Well, listen, obviously, amateur boxing, professional boxing is a little bit different. You've turned
It's
professional now. How are you finding that crossover between the amateurs and the pros now, or the switch of styles?
To be honest with you, I haven't changed too much up just yet. I'm still using what works for me
Yeah,
and what my style is, and because not much is going to change for me in adding an extra round in. I'm going to be my first fight will be a four round fight.
of course.
So um, I've got the engine to do what I do in the amateurs for 6 rounds. If you get me,
Yeah,
do you know my style in the amateurs isn't really that up and down on the toes like your usual Irish amateur boxing style that you see. I quite kind of like to pick my shots better, so my style hasn't really changed too much. But yes, I know there will be a certain time whenever I have to change things up, and yes, slow everything a wee bit down more, and kind of not give rounds away, but scan and see what my opponent's doing, figure them out, set traps, and then take them into deep waters as the fight progresses on. But yeah, the main thing I'm doing at the minute is just trying to get a better base of strength because it's a lot more physical.
yeah.
The professional game, smaller gloves, more physical, more weathered, tough, endured men you're going to be coming up against. So I just want to make sure that I'm strong and I'm ready to withstand what's coming my way.
Well, one thing I've noticed in Ireland, and I cover a lot of the boxing over in Ireland, is that there's no real easy fights from day one. You're going to go in for four rounders, but you're going to go in with credible opponents. And, a little bit maybe in the UK, in the US, we're probably guilty of maybe not matching quite as well as you guys do over in Ireland. So from day one, you're going to have to be on your toes, aren't you?
Yeah, well, that's it. Look, here they say journeyman, and you take a look at their records and you think this guy must be rubbish,
Yeah,
but they're tough individuals, and I'll not be looking past any journeyman I'm fighting. I'm gonna be treating every fight in the professional ranks like it's my world title fight.
yeah.
And that's just the way I take every fight. I'll not look past anyone, and I think you have to because, as you say, they're dangerous, and with them small gloves on, like anything can happen. So you just have to be switched on 100% of the time and just expect anything.
Well, we saw that at a show this weekend, JB Promotions over in Belfast. They did a show up there with John Boyd as headline and Barry from Holy Trinity on there as well, which is, of course, Anthony Cacace country, his team,
Yeah,
Barry McReynolds. And we saw a few fights on there that were very, 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 very close. And it's a good boxing learning curve, and it's a great place for someone like yourself, especially with the two guys you've got co-managing you to, in the first year of your professional career to get you to a standard that is, decent.
yeah. Well, I've seen a couple of the lads. I didn't watch the fights, but I've seen a couple of the scores, and I've seen that there was a couple of guys that maybe lost a few rounds on the night, like, and that's just because they were matched hard. And
Yeah,
credit to Jay Byrne because Jay Byrne brings in credible journeymen. They're not bottom feeders. They're like
Mm.
journeymen that come in and they've got a few wins on the record and they've caused a few upsets. So credit to Jay when he's matchmaking with this here on these types of shows because the guys are being matched hard, and that's what you need. Like you can't improve if you're being matched easy and you're being sugar coated right the way to the top because sooner or later you're going to be fired in there with somebody with the same experience as you or more
Yeah.
experience, and you need to know how to handle it and weather the storms.
Well, I'm very excited about this, mate, because you sound like you've got everything, all the tools that is needed. You've got obviously two good guys looking after you as well. I mean, any man who gets in the ring with Edgar Berlanga at Madison Square Gardens has got to have something about him, even though it'll kill me to say that. He's a great guy outside of the ring as well, Jason, of course. And didn't he fight? Didn't he like climb Everest or something at the beginning of this year?
Yeah, he's always up for a challenge. So he is. He done Everest there. Was it March time? I think.
Yeah,
Um, he done the base camp. Yeah, it was for. Oh, what was it? It was for some charity. So it was. So
was, yeah.
yeah, credit to him. He's always up to something. Jason, you wouldn't know. You couldn't keep up with him.
So if he says we've got a team build in a couple of days, just be ill that week because he'd probably get you climbing somewhere else.
Base camp. I know. Thanks. Maybe when I retire, maybe I'll do a couple of things like that. But for now, I'm just focused on
You're,
boxing.
you're at the beginning, mate, aren't you?
Yeah.
What are your aspirations in the professional game? What would you like to achieve?
Simple world champion. I know my potential, and I know if I give 100% in the gym every day, stick to the plan that me and Sean has put in place,
Yeah,
like we did when we first linked up when I was an amateur. We put a plan in place to get where we are now, and everything we planned on doing worked out, and more actually along with it. So yeah, full faith in Sean. Sean's a great head for the sport, and he knows boxing inside out,
yeah, he
and he
does.
knows boxing more people or more than people give him credit for. And just being around Sean the whole time and listening to what his feedback is of me improving as a boxer, it gave me nothing but confidence to know where the direction I'm going and what my potential is, and yeah, that's what it is, world champion. So
It's not a bad goal to
that's,
have, my friend.
yeah, that's it. Aim for the stars.
You're right. So, growing up, well, you're only a young lad, of course, but you clearly love your boxing. Who are the kind of boxers that you've kind of aspired to be? Who are your favourite boxers?
Love. Well, whenever I was starting out boxing, I loved watching Lomachenko. Um, who's a wizard, footwork, everything, boxer tricks just. But now more so in the past couple of years, it's been Terence Crawford and Usyk. I love fighters with a high fight IQ. I'm a real purist, you could say.
Yeah,
So I love the like more technical end of things. Um, More so than the kind of like the brawling and whatnot.
it's
But
such
I
a
can do that
shame.
too, so don't worry about it. I can do that also.
Such a shame that Lomachenko has just retired because I think, if I'm not mistaken, at the beginning of this year, if Anthony Cacace had gone up a rate, he was mandatory for his world title. So that could have been a fight that was made, but Lomachenko has retired. So sadly, we
Yeah,
won't
it's a
see it,
shame.
but that would have been a
I
fight and a
seen
half.
would have been a cracker, so it would have. And I seen actually too. Andy Cruz Gomez
Yeah.
was a was disappointed he retired too because I think he wanted that fight as well, which would also been a great fight. But
Well, there's a lot of fights to come, I'm sure, and a lot of boxers that I'm sure you're going to end up in the ring with, which is good. Is good for the future, mate. Now, listen,
yeah,
young man at the beginning of his professional journey. You and I both know that it's really hard without sponsors. I've heard you've got a couple of sponsors on. If you want to give them a shout out, and if there's any more watching, where can they get hold of you if they want to be part of the journey?
yeah. So you can get at me on Instagram, Rhys Owens one. Send me a DM or reach out to me, and I can send you across my email address. Um, and yeah, just to shout out my sponsors. So we've got Boxflow, Enniskillen, the gym that I work in. do a bit of work for Neil. So shout out Boxlow, shout out Diamond Cabs, who's sponsor also. If you're looking buses, taxis, anything in the area,
Yeah.
get at them. The Brennans, great family. Shout out the Turkish Barbers. If you're looking a sharp fade, get at
Looking sharp,
them.
mate.
Looking sharp. Ensert Glass Factory, who helped me out big time when I was in Bulgaria. Yeah, I was away for a long time, hadn't worked, and
Mm.
yeah, shout out Fake O'Donnell over at Ensert, who sorted me out, and who else have I forgot? Oh, shout out Paddy McCanny, on the breath work. Paddy McCanny, I don't even know what the name of his business is, but I know it's doing breath work. Shout out them. Shout out TMC Health and Fitness for the gym membership, and Ashleen Durish at System Signs for sorting me out also. So that's everybody, I think. If I
Well,
missed anybody, apologies.
if you missed any, we'll tag them in. You can send them over, mate.
Yeah, will do.
Well, listen, I guess the one big question is, I'm sure we're all dying to know when the debut is going to be. I've heard it might be August or September. Is that about the time of year that you're looking at?
Yeah, you'd be correct in saying that. No dates yet announced,
Yeah.
but it's looking like the end of August. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get an announcement maybe sometime next week.
And will that be
And
in
look
Ireland
forward.
somewhere?
It will more than likely be in Ireland, yes.
Perfect, perfect. Well, when that announcement comes out, everybody really get on there and support you and buy a ticket and come over and see your debut. Make it nice and noisy for you.
100%. Get on up or get on at me for tickets. We'll make a real event of it. We'll get the buses up from Fermanagh. We'll get you in the arena. We'll get you swinging, singing Sweet Caroline. We'll get you in watching the fights, watching the main event. To the after party then after. We'll make a real night of it. So yeah, looking forward to a great journey ahead.
Let me give you a warning. Do not ever give Jason Quigley a microphone and tell him to sing because he'll clear the gaff.
You heard it here first, folks. Keep Jason Quigley off the mic.
Well, listen, Rhys, it's been a pleasure to speak to you, mate. I wish you all the best in your career. We'll try and get over to your debut, mate, when that's announced, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what the guys can do with you. And hopefully, it's a positive journey, and you get yourself up there and win a world title, mate.
Yeah, brilliant, mate. We'll get you over 100%. And thank you for taking the time to interview me today. Appreciate it.
Not a
And chat
problem.
soon.
Listen, all the best. Take care now.